Now on VCA 885, where the Valley comes alive, we're covering all things sport in the Swan Valley. This is In the Sheds with Albie, Brucey and Donnie.
That's right, you are in the Sheds. You're with Albie, Brucey and Donnie. You can talk to us during the show. Hit us up on Twitter at the Sheds 885, or you can send us a message on Facebook. Welcome, as I am every show, except for one. We won't keep bringing it up, but we will. I'm joined by Brucey and Donnie. Gents, how are you today?
Very good, mate. Yourself? How are you? Albie? Donnie?
Yeah, fantastic, mate. Looking forward to another fantastic show. Two big feature guests, so it's a massive show tonight. So.
Yeah, we've got two guests, and one of them it's a bit exciting today because we've actually got a guest that we can legitimately say is a sporting champion,
performer on the national stage
and the international stage.
Yeah,
it's very, very exciting. We've got Simon Eissens will be joining us from the Perth Heat, who also played in the Greg Jelks old Heat versus the new Heat on the weekend, so be able to.
Played for both Australia and England, representing in baseball, so he's represented both countries. So he's got a pretty decent resume. Certainly the highest profile star that we've had.
He can add something else to that resume as of this evening as well. So
this will be the top of the list. I think this is a highlight of his career.
That's it. He'll be definitely able to brag about the fact that he was on the Sheds and that he was our first.
88.5 zone.
That's it, yep. We will claim him.
And also Baden Turner from the Ellenbrook Rabbitohs. So, another local bloke that's doing some great things, particularly in the women's area of rugby league. In the local area. So yeah,
and it'd be good to speak to Baden, seeing that we had Stacey not long ago come on the show and kind of explain to us how it was all working, and now we're going to have Baden come in and give us pretty much we're halfway through the season. We can get a bit of a season preview of how it's all going, how the girls are tracking now, looking very forward to today. But as we do every week, we're going to get stuck straight into the cricket, and I think we'll get started with the Swan Valley to start with. And the first grade have set themselves up very nicely this week. They've so the first grade and the sixth grade have had they've got the 2-day comps for this round. So Swan Valley first, they've taken on Wembley. They're very well positioned after a very good bowling attack, taking out Wembley 10 for 166. And they've opened the batting 2 for 54. So they'll pick up next Saturday. Matt Weston 4 for 46 off of 20 overs, or just over 20 overs. Phil Adams, the captain and coach, 3 for 18 off 10 overs, and Parker with 3 for 50 off 18. And as they bat, Macaulay on 34, unfortunately, Menton stumped for 1. So,
Macaulay losing his wicket right on stumps as well for 34. So, and that was a bit of a blow, but as you say, we're in a pretty good position. 166 for Wembley. They also had a 96-run stand between Wayne Ritzmer and Niall Penfold in there as well. So, apart from that partnership, they all fell pretty cheaply. So I think Swan Valley in a very good spot in that game at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. This sixth grade, they took on Whitfords. They're in a very, very good position. They are sitting 8. They took out Whitfords. Sorry, they opened up the batting 8 for 279 at stumps. Monty Singh, first game for the club, 113. Slazy 113.
How's he going?
Oh, mate, it was a really, really good knock as well. I actually went down with the kids to watch the game at the Swan Valley Sporting Club, and it was very, very controlled. The bowling attack for Whitfords, as it was pointed out by the captain, that they would kind of bowl 3 or 4 really, really good balls, and then 2 that were just a little bit off.
So
and he said,
basically sweating on the bad ball.
Yeah, exactly. And he took full advantage of that. It was a very, very good knock by Monty.
So is he getting promoted next week? Or?
Well, next week's the day 2, so he won't be next week. But I think, I dare say the next round he might be looking at a first grade elevation. Jonathan Jeevers, he was elevated into the 6th grade from the 1-day comp a few weeks ago, and he by his own admissions, he was struggling a little bit, but definitely found his groove on the weekend as well. 26 not out. Same again, just very, very controlled. Didn't feel like he had to play every shot as you do in the 1-day comp, where you kind of feel that you have to have a swing at most of the balls that are coming through. He's just very controlled, very precise. It got a little bit exciting towards the end. There was about 8 overs to go, and the captains come out, shouted out to Jeevers and to Howitson and said, guys, go crazy now. And I'll tell you what, I don't think I've seen Howie's eyes light up quite as much as I did. He's just pretty much, he wanted to be on strike for every single ball. He got 26, but I dare say that 20 of those came in the last kind of over before he got caught out. But yeah, very, very well set up to go into game 2. It's day 2 next week. And we'll just wrap up with one day 2. 10 for 147, unfortunately beaten by Curtin Vic Park, 1 for 151. So, yeah,
wow.
Good. Adam Gooden took the only wicket. Is disappointing effort by the boys. They've had 2 ties in a row where they've been very, very competitive. Now ducks to Matt Centurion, Declan Stafford and Adam Gooden, but then only single runs to Noel Masham, Fath and Nick Morley.
I love that getting mentioned.
Oh, yeah, they will, yeah. Noel also, but he's not happy because he dropped a catch and broke his finger in the process, so he's not too happy about that at the moment. But
so he got fined as well.
Oh, he will be on Thursday, yeah. No, that's without
a day on the cricket field's better than a good day at work, mate. So.
Exactly. Reece Southwick, captain, 48, and Glenn Waring, 59. But just not a lot of support in the batting lineup there for the guys. And speaking to them afterwards, they've all said the same thing. They go, we know exactly what we did wrong. As soon as we've swung at the ball, we've gone, yep, may as well start walking off the field now. So disappointing effort, but we know the boys will bounce back. There are a lot of high spirits around at the moment around the club. Everyone's having a lot of fun, so looking forward to next week. We will get into the Ellenbrook Rangers, and the first grade started off, got themselves into a very, very good position, and then kind of lost it.
Just having a quick look through it, yeah, the boys basically, there was a very good bowling performance there. Ryland Cannell, basically, yeah, he ran through him, left off opening bowler, and he ended up finishing with 6 for. So
that's his second 5-wicket haul of the season. So he's in great form with the ball.
Well, yeah, they've basically they've managed to have him 8 down at the tea break, 8 for 110 at the tea break, with Paul Fernie finishing up the tail. He had 3 for 40 with 5 maidens. And then, unfortunately for the boys, looks like they've the first grades basically, they've had a bit of a batting collapse of their own coming out there. They've finished up the day at 8 for 55. So
123, bowl them out for 123. You'd be pretty confident.
Yeah,
chasing that down, but say at 8 for 53, it looks like 123 is going to be plenty.
Yeah.
And judging by that, they've got a lot of work to do to come back from that. So
a big task on the shoulders of Jason Diss. He'll be starting at 5 not out. Probably batting's not. He's certainly not a top order batsman. But if we can just get close to that total, we got a full day, knock them over nice and quick again, then run down, get the runs, and hopefully still get an outright victory, because it doesn't look like we're going to be leading after the first innings.
No, that's it. And I think there'll be a lot of pressure again on Ryan Cannell and Paul Fernie to kind of take out the batters nice and quick to give the Rangers a second crack at it. And that'll be at the Ellenbrook, at the district open space at the DOS. Space. So that'll pick up for day 2 this Saturday. Like
they
I
basically
said,
got their third grade there as well. So inning started off pretty well by the looks of things. So boys haven't done too badly there. They're looking like they were all out for 258. Phil Sinagra, there's a name that I knew familiar with, so he's done well.
What about poor old Wayne Sleath?
Yeah.
95.
He's just shy.
What happened there?
Okay. Nervous 90s. And
nervous 90s.
Nicked one off.
He wasn't. He didn't want to be out there for a long time. 95 off 119. He was basically having a crack at every single ball that got thrown at him.
It doesn't look like there was a lot of singles run in that innings there. So, it looks like they obviously bat the day out. So they've got a bit more to go. So keep going, boys.
Yeah, it's a good effort. I mean, just reading, Wayne got caught out with the score was sitting at 178 or 5 for 178. So it's he's got 95. He's set them up in a very, very good position, but he's not the only contributor in the scoreline, which is definitely going to help the guys. Now let's hope the bowling attack gets out there next week and has a real good crack at it and bowls them over.
In the first grade, it was the bowling attack did the damage and the batsmen didn't support them. Hopefully it doesn't work the other way around for the third grade, because the batsmen have certainly done a job, and now it's up to, as you say, the bowling attack to get out there, support the work that the batsmen have done in the first innings, and knock them over and get the W.
Just while we're on the nervous 90s as well, there's it's definitely going to be mentioned as a kangaroo court, but while Monty Singh, that was playing for Swan Valley, was on 99, we noticed one of his mates has given him the "you've got one to go."
Oh no, he hasn't.
He has, yeah. He actually got pulled up because he told him when he was on 47 that he had 3 to go, and we've gone, "Oh, Deep, what are you doing, mate? You can't do that to him. You can't tell him." And then when he was on 99, he's put the finger up. He's told him, 1 run to go, and we've all looked at him. He's gone, "Oh no, I'm telling him not to get out. I'm telling him not to get out." We're like, "No, come on, Deep.
The finger of death.
Yeah, you're gone, mate.
The finger of death.
That's the signal for out.
That's
You'd
it.
be looking everywhere else, going, "No."
So that will
gardening.
That will get a mention. That Monty fortunately smacked a 4 in the next one, so there was no doubt whatsoever. Just when you said about the nervous 90s, I did remember that. So we'll move on to the B grade one-day match, and they've played Les Murdy and Les Murdy Mazenod 6 for 185, too good for Ellenbrook in the end, 10 for 126. Scott Robinson with 44 off 56 balls. He's come out to bat on the day, and Werner Sinakel for Ellenbrook 22 as our highest scorer. So disappointing effort, but Mazenod's one of those teams that just seems to, doesn't matter what sport it is, Mazenod has a high expectation on themselves.
6 for 85 off 40 overs, going all right there.
Yeah. The boys will bounce back. They'll be playing again this week, which we'll get into the results for them. The fixtures for next week a bit later. And the C grade came out, chose to bat first. Chose to bowl first. Mundaring 4 for 196. Very, very good competitive score for them. And Ellenbrook just found it too hard to chase with 10 for 146. Jonah Campbell 79. Very, very good effort, but unfortunately wasn't really supported by anyone else. The next highest was Dave Reeves with 10.
It's funny, the Mundaring card, though. You've 4 for 196. They only lost 4 wickets. They made 196 runs, yet their top score was 48. So everyone contributed, but no one really went on with it.
Yeah.
Whereas for us, we basically relied on Jonah Campbell, made the 79 out of the 146. So we pretty much relied on the one bloke, and he didn't get a lot of support.
Yeah, Mundaring be pretty happy. Cameron Unwin with 48 runs as the highest batter, and then 3 for 31 to back up the bowling as well. So very, very good at bowling attack and batting attack there by Cameron. So they'll be very, very happy with that. We'll get on to the Midland Guildford, and we had the first 2 weeks where they've gone 4 and 4. Then we went the next 2 weeks where they were 0 and 4. How did they go this week, Donny?
Yeah, well, it's certainly the first grade. They lost outright to Willetton in the end. They were always sort of up against it. Willetton resumed at 2 for 70, chasing just 107 in the first innings. There was a little bit of life was breathed into the game when Midland Guildford took 2 for 8 to start the day, which sort of gave him some hope, but that was about as good as it got. They ended up getting to 9 for 200 before they declared. Callan Bond getting his first half century of the year for Willetton. Charlie Castle was the best of the bowlers with 4 for 62. Ash Mucciaroni with 3 for 26. Midland Guildford showed a little bit of resistance in the second innings, making 148. That might not seem like much, but I suppose in the last 3 innings they've made less than 100 twice and 107, so 148 is unfortunately looking pretty good for them in the last couple of weeks. Austin Thomas top scoring with 45.
Not looking good for the opening batting order though. I mean, there's 3 ducks there in a row with more Mocheroni and Olsen all bowled for ducks.